Hey guys, this is Chico and we have a special treat for you today. We are at Deep Roots Garden Center in Bloomington, Indiana. I told you in an earlier video about it. Told you it'd be a few days. We got everything worked out and we're here today. They are linked to Blooming Foods, but we'll go into that more here in a little bit when we talk to Ramsay. Right here is the sign, Deep Roots Garden Center, and we've done a couple of things like this. We've done the Lost River Market and Deli tour, and we hope to do some more things like this. I apologize at the gate for the wind, but you know, there's no way to control Mother Nature. So we're going to go on in. We're going to find Ramsay. We're going to meet him. He's going to give us a little tour. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he does, and I hope you enjoy it. So hang on, I'll flip the screen and we'll go find Ramsay. Alright, we're back. We're headed in. I wanted to just show you that. I think that's some cool artwork. And then here is another sign of theirs. It's a really cool place. They got a lot going on. They got a lot of natives, and I think he's probably going to tell us a little bit about that. I thought this cool little archway before you go in was a nice touch. So let's go in. There's a garden tower. I love those. And there is Ramsay there. Hi, Ramsay.
Hey, how's it going, Chico?
It is going well, sir. How are you?
Oh, just great, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I brought our viewers along. I told them a little bit about what you're doing here. And I told them that you were going to give us a tour. I told them in an earlier video that you were attached to Blooming Foods, but you're not owned by Blooming Foods, are you?
I'm the sole proprietor of the business, but I lease from Blooming Foods, and we work very closely together because this is a kind of a partnership.
Great. We've been coming to Blooming Foods a long time, my wife and I really like what you've got going on here. I think it's a great addition for the community.
Yeah, so do we.
You want to give us a little tour around?
Yeah, sure. Let's start up here in front with the shrubs and trees. Now, I don't know if you told folks that we're really devoted to native plants. And the reason we're so committed to native plants is not only are they beautiful and extremely functional in our local clay growing conditions, because they evolved to grow here, and so they're perfectly suited, but they bring wildlife into our yards. They bring the birds, they bring the pollinators, they bring the butterflies, because those animals are also evolved to eat and be hosted by these particular plants. So ecologically, we have a really strong message that we're putting out there. This is a lot of what we're doing is educational as well as beautifying our environment. Let me show you one of my favorite shrubs, this ginger wine 9-bark. It's a real beauty. Gets about 6 or 7 feet tall. Adds a lot of color. Again, a great host for various butterflies and insects, and then the birds eat those insects, so the birds are attracted to your yard.
Would it make a good hedge as well?
Yeah.
Like for
definitely.
a property line?
Yeah, you can trim it close and it'll get dense. So sure. Yeah.
Great.
This also would make a great hedge, this viburnum. Not all of these are deer-proof, because what really is deer-proof? But one thing actually is deer-proof, and it's this fragrant sumac, which grows low and can even be trimmed back to create a ground cover.
Does it also deter deer?
No, nothing really deters deer except sprays that you put on. We have one that's made from deer blood and makes them think that they're in a deer killing field. It's kind of morbid, but it works. We have several different dogwoods. We have 2 or 3 trees that do very well in moist conditions and wet conditions. The river birch, the black gum, the swamp white oak. Then we have also the red oak and the white oak. And then, of course, I can't let you miss this garden tower. I was involved with this company when it first got started about 6 years ago, and since then they've produced this incredible new model. that turns so that you can use it under a variety of conditions. It's very good for gardeners with physical limitations.
Yeah.
You just put it in your, put it on your patio.
That would work well with my elderly parents.
Yeah, exactly. It grows 50 plants. They just thrive. These plants have only been in here for about a week, and they're just doing wonderfully. The neat thing about it is you can throw your compostable scraps, your apple peels and your banana peels and old lettuce, throw it in there, and over time it breaks down and becomes compost that you then pull out of the bottom, and
that
you
is
have this compost that you put back on or put on your other plants, and it's nature's fertilizer.
That's very cool. Let me get a close-up here of the sign.
Yep.
So the folks can look further, and they know, here in a minute, they'll know where they can find it and how they can get to you to get to it.
Yep.
So what else you got?
So then we've got lots of nice shrubs here, but what I really want to impress you with are our native forbs. Forbs are just perennial plants that die down to the ground in the winter and then come up every spring.
That's what I'm most interested in.
And these are an incredible variety from 2 vendors who specialize in prairie forbs. So you have you know, your milkweeds, your goldenrod, which is not allergenic, by the way, your spiderwort, your Joe Pye weed, and then all kinds of exotic ones. Look at this. If you can do a close-up of this shooting star, look at that incredible flower.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, and all these just thrive in our local environment because they were grown from seed that was harvested right here in our neighborhood. We then have all these organic vegetables and herbs and a few annuals. We'll be getting more annual flowers in. We got cleared out this morning by a lot of shoppers.
That's a good problem to have.
We have some very nice varieties of tomato. Again, all this is organic. We have bronze fennel. We have beautiful rosemaries. And then we have this great collection of berries. We have raspberry, blackberry, black raspberry, yellow raspberry.
All perennial, correct?
Yeah, all perennial. They'll just keep getting bigger and bigger every year.
So, somebody my age that wants to age in place, this is a reoccurring food source every year.
Absolutely. You produce more and more. These, of course, it's delicious food. It's not just food, it's delicious food. Blueberries especially, some great varieties that are especially chosen for this area. And we have special growing tips for growing in our clay soil here, because it's not that easy. But if you follow these tips, it works.
Great, great. I like blueberries in my oatmeal.
Oh, who doesn't? I just had that this morning. Beautiful vegetable starts here from Bread and Roses Nursery. Great local, sustainably grown source. More native forbs, native perennials, wildflowers. We've got this beautiful wild strawberry. We've got lots of different grasses. Again, all of these act as hosts and food sources for our local insects and butterflies, which then bring more rich wildlife into our yards.
Great. Before you forget, probably an important thing is what are your hours here?
Oh, sure. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 7, and then Sunday, 12 to 6.
Great, great.
Closed on Monday.
And then how can folks get in touch with you?
We have a nice website. I'm pretty proud of it. I built it myself, www.deeprootsgc.com.
And I'll put a link to that in the description box below.
Great. And we also have a Facebook page that keeps you posted on what we have going, the latest plant of the week and the latest activity in the garden center.
Cool, and I'll link it in the box below as well.
Good.
Would you like to show us inside?
Yeah, let me show you the patio first.
Oh, great, great. Oh, I actually haven't been up here.
Yeah, people miss this, but this is a great area for indoor plants, especially some very cool carnivorous plants. Pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, very cool stuff. Makes a great gift for a kid just starting out with gardening. We have great soil amendments that build the mycorrhizae and the humic acid in your soil. We have these really wonderful tub trugs, which you can just use for anything. Lots of different sizes. You can use them for feeding animals. You can use them for mixing solutions. You can use them for carrying tools, for soaking dry plants. We've just about run out of our beautiful watering cans.
Everybody needs a watering can.
Yeah. Some nice pottery, all of it American made, right here in Ohio. Well, nearby in Ohio.
Yes.
And these are really nice. They're great, a great addition to anyone's yard because they're so colorful.
We have quite a few viewers in Ohio too.
Okay.
They'll be glad to know that those are made in their home state.
These are Burley clay. Yeah, in Roseville. So we also have this Hypertufa pottery, which is made right here by Randy Lofthouse here in Bloomington.
Very cool.
Made from a mixture of vermiculites, concrete, peat, and some other organic materials. Lighter than you might think, and very porous, so that it's great for growing herbs, believe it or not.
Great.
And it has a certain look that some people like.
Yeah,
Some people
yeah.
not so much, but it's.
I like it.
Yeah, so
What do you think, guys? Do you like this? Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me if you like this. If you like this, we can maybe get you hooked up with the artisan that created it.
So let me just show you inside real quick. I know the lighting isn't great. We have some very nice high-end tools here. These are lifetime
Let me go
guarantee,
get a better look.
made in Holland.
Oh, lifetime guarantee. How often do you hear that anymore?
These just feel great in your hand. These will last a lifetime.
Let me
They're a
check
pleasure
one.
to use. They are smaller than some for women especially who want a smaller digger, smaller spade or fork. This is a great choice. And again, these are guaranteed for a lifetime, and they really
There you
are
go.
something that you can feel you can count on in any garden situation.
Great.
Some nice gloves. These
Gotta have gloves.
great, again, Ohio made. Little animals, hedgehogs, owls, and turtles to put in your outdoor settings. Put them in your garden. Add a little life that way.
Tell us about the houses.
These are for butterflies. These are for solitary bees, which are major pollinators. And they will find their way in here. In fact, this guy has already, you can see where these are plugged. Some bees have found their way in here into the shop and have occupied this bee house. That's why it's not for sale, this particular one. They've made it their little model home, and it's full of eggs now.
Awesome.
Yeah, some very nice organic fertilizers, some bat guano, some deer stopper, composter, and lots of seeds over here.
Now let me pan over here to the seeds. Organic seeds. Lots to choose from.
And then the last thing I want to show
And
you.
it's cheap too, as far as I'm concerned.
reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great price. And just about anything you could want to grow. So, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, I want to show you as a final thing this collection of kids gardening equipment. Very cute, great, makes great gifts, but it's good quality, and the kids can really use this in the yard, and it will last.
Great. As it happens, I will have my granddaughter with me all summer. We will likely get some of this stuff so she can take place.
And with that, Chico, I'm going to send you on your way. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm going to attend to this nice customer, and we'll hope to see everybody here at Deep Roots Garden Center in Bloomington.
Thank you, Ramsay. Thanks for the tour. You have a great day and Godspeed.
You too. See you, Chico.
All right, guys, this is Chico. We're going to wrap up this tour and interview with Ramsay at Deep Roots Garden Center. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. If you'd like to see us do more things like this, just leave a comment in the section below. Tell us what you like about it. Tell what kind of things you'd like to see, and we'll do everything we can to make it happen. Please check out Ramsay's website, his Facebook page. Go in there just to tell him you saw his video, and say hi. Great guy, great business, organics, natives, good stuff. Please like, share, and subscribe. And you can find us at Hebrifieds Homestead on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Godspeed, folks.